Hey, I wonder if they fixed that spin-up bug. No! G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is an anti-armor ultracite Gatling laser with plus 50% more limb damage as a secondary legendary effect. So an anti-armor crippling ultracite Gatling laser, which is a little bit of a mouthful, it must be said. But speaking of mouthfuls, I'm looking forward to delivering lots of mouthfuls of new and improved lasers at our enemies. Post-patch 13, for those of you who aren't in the know or don't know the context of where I'm recording this video, they've changed a few things around. The anti-armor legendary effect and the perks that would alter your weapons to give them, armor penetration benefits have now been added for energy weapons. They're obviously going to be eating through energy resistance now. Why this isn't in the game when it was shipped is probably because the interns on this game were too busy fucking making Atom Shop items for people to, be stung on. But regardless of that, ultracite, the anti-armor effect on this combined with stabilize should make this do a lot more damage because it is a low damage, high DPS weapon, which means a lot of the time your amount of damage you're putting out will be eaten up quite significantly by enemies with a lot higher damage threshold, damage reduction. No, damage resistance. Yeah, that's the word. Okay. So with the muddled up of, different types of reducing damage from different Fallout games out of the way, let's just add some heavy gunner perks and just pretend that whole slip up didn't even happen. Okay, so we've also got bloody mess in agility, in luck here. I'll just tweak agility in a second, but now we're doing 52 damage, which is okay. And just a quick comparison to a minigun, 44 ballistic damage versus 52 energy damage, so things are actually kind of looking in favor for the ultracite Gatling laser right now. Okay, time to kill all the green people. Here are my buffs, including that. Yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, really, than fucking power armor. Also, if I want to go low health late, I've got a protocol XO1 torso. Thank you, Sinister Hand. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Anyways, so 588 in the core, which is okay, I suppose. And yep, I'm seeing an immediate benefit in using this with its related armor penetrating perks because you can absolutely fucking chew through super mutants. So let's actually go to the plan and actually give these guys a mouthful of lasers because, getting that 2 times damage multiplier doing pretty damn well, I might say. So hang on, who's around? Where is everybody? Okay, apparently nobody's fucking around. Ever since they've released the patch, the server's just been filled. I haven't been able to pull spawns all day. It's been very irritating. Also, another thing of note, Nuclear Winter, you can actually matchmake into servers now, and the reason why that is basically they took the region lock off, so I was playing with, I think, Americans before, and we got like half a server, so that was pretty good, I guess, and we're probably pushing the range of this thing right now, but still, I feel like we're doing just fine. There's a goo pile there, that might explain the disappearance of some of the super mutants who didn't show up, but whatever. 41 damage, that's pretty damn solid. Also, taking a peek at that adrenaline damage, there it is there, 60%, 84. So we're only doing about half of that, maybe a little bit more, but still, 40 damage with the rate of fire of this is very impressive. Why do I even bother? Alright, we're on. We're being attacked by sleepers and other invisible ghouls, but we're on indeed. So let's go ahead and just make a bunch of ash powers by myself, shall I? Let's see if I can beat the record. And then a rad roach just kind of pops up out of nowhere. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but at least he's happy to be here. Alright, so as you can tell, no problem mowing down these ghouls. And this is kind of where I'd like to be for this, because I can just sit here and hold them at this particular choke point. Obviously, the unforeseen sleepers are kind of messing with my plan a little bit, but at least it shakes it up a little bit. Still in the game. These bugs are still in the game, but you notice how I haven't been aiming down sights either? Well, excuse me, game. Okay, there we go. We found his hitbox. It was in between his legs. Cool. So, yeah, absolutely obliterated every single ghoul very, very quickly. Did so in less than a full mag, but that's kind of easy because the full mags for this thing is like 1,000. So, it's kind of easy. So I'm going to clean up all of these ash piles and I'll see you and we'll shoot something else. Also, public events are a thing. Probably want me to talk about that. Well, it shows up here. It tells you how much time has gone by, what type it is, how many participants they are, and the difficulty. And you can go there for free. How good's that? That's a pretty good change. Okay, this time we're going to be using it stealthily because why not, eh? Fucking not bad. Okay, let us begin. And we've got the basics set up here, and a stout shell miler, okay? That's a brand new one. He's also dead, so I guess his shell wasn't quite stout enough. I'm guessing they're the regular variants. They're a little bit of a step below the glowing ones, I suppose so. That one isn't even glowing and he's labeled as a glowing Mirelurk. What is even happening? Alright, go and kill this one. Queen's out of her hide. Again, 92 damage, that's at half adrenal reaction, and look at that. Absolutely obliterated. This is exactly what energy weapons needed, because now they can actually be up there with the big ballistic boys. You can actually do really well. It does mean, however, people will be more drawn to using them, and we'll probably see more of the goo piles showing up, but that's on Bethesda to fix. If they're going to make people use energy guns by making them actually good and worth using, well, they better fix the bugs that prevent people from having fun if people use them. So it's on you, Bethesda, fix this shit, alright? Alright, looks like we've got a couple of bat boys flying around, so let's annoy them by killing their friends. Also, another thing that is on my mind, I've seen posts on Facebook about hashtag cleanup Appalachia, and apparently they want us to go around killing scorch beasts. I think it's 100,000 of them as a community we've got to take out, which I can handle myself. You guys don't have to worry, and I'll be able to handle them with my ultracite Gatling laser. Fucking, it's just so good now. As soon as this fucker gets in range, that's him done. That's him. And the best thing is I can tank all of this. I'm in power armor, and I can hold down this trigger for days because I've got ammo capacity of 1,000. So what's he gonna do? He's just gonna have to sit here and take it. And once he gets close, it is lights out. So unfortunately, we can't bait one out of popping up there. Oh wait, no, there he is. Okay, so he kind of just shows up there, and we immediately take him out before he falls, or before he actually starts flying. So very, very nice. So, in terms of it's such a great change, and it's something that I've been, whining about for a very long time. So I'm glad that Bethesda decided to, make this change, because now it makes ultracite Gatlings, or rather laser weapons in general, just so much better, so much more powerful. Also, some fucker has been launching grenades. Who is that? I can't see them. Like, they're not showing up on my fucking radar at all. Come on, show yourselves. Is it you down there making those fucking god nades? No. Just pretend I've made you'd be good at a good CSGO team's grenadier person. Like, fucking no idea how CSGO works, actually. My brother's into it, though. He watches the tournament sometimes. He follows it. I can't really get into it. Anyways, so back to Fallout 76. Much needed changes, and it really shows when you actually use this thing. I'm thinking I'm killing these Scorch Beasts faster than I ever did with my Bloodied one, which means I don't have the weapon on me to revisit that, but it'd definitely be worth looking at once I actually, get hang on, I've got a Bloodied Gatling laser. We'll probably do that one soon, sure. Okay, so now we're on the inside of this place. Have we pulled spawns? Oh my god, we actually have. So, a small change up to the armor. You might notice how it hasn't got the paint or a jetpack. We're using emergency protocols right now. And apparently these super mutants are so worried about the robots that they've completely walked by me. Can I get the attention on me, please? Thank you very much. Now, I do have Nerd Rage on as well, so if we do get into 20% health, we're going to get a lot more damage out of it. But as you can tell with the extra tankiness, not only provided by our power armor in general, but by emergency protocols, which I believe activates at 30%? I don't even know, but we're fucking tanky. Oh, and then our health just dropped off like that. Well, I think that's rejuvenated, actually. We might have just... yeah, okay. Fuck you, rejuvenated. You fucking kill me all the fucking time. It's fucking annoying. I'm just gonna put that back on. See, I'm thinking if I'm, fighting in here, I don't necessarily need a jetpack because, well, I mean, flying is kind of irrelevant when you're doing this, so maybe if I'm using bloodied weapons in here, I might just switch over to something like, the emergency protocols, which are very useful, I guess. And yeah, I don't think they're I think they're a little bit overrated. People rate them a little bit too much, I think, because I'm pretty sure your movement speed maxes out with Speed Demon anyway, so there's that. Also, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. There's this whole fucking shitstorm on Reddit right now. All of the normies are complaining about the refrigerators and shit, and how you have to pay for it to actually get that content. There should be quest rewards. All I say about it is this: if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Just vote with your wallet. No one's forcing a gun to your head, making you buy it, unless Todd actually does house calls now. I hope he doesn't, because he'll be over at my joint pretty quickly to shoot me in the face for saying this. But still, if you don't like it, don't buy it. It's that simple. If people want to buy it, well, fucking let them. It's content. They have to pay for it. Fucking who cares? Okay, another thing that we've covered that. I've seen on Facebook there's this like clean up Appalachia type deal. I'm not sure what that's all about. I mean, they want us to clean it up. I mean, as ironic as that is, I'm running out of cores here actually. I'm thinking that hang on, it's just a series of challenges. It's got something to do with like kill 100,000 Scorch Beasts. I think I talked about that a little bit earlier. I don't even remember, I'm that fucking tired. But still, yeah, there's going to be week rewards for the entire community. So as far as, trying to pull back players into the community, I feel like it's a pretty decent plan to do something like that. And we're just tanking everything now, aren't we? And we get a fucking, well, at least it's 3 stars, right? And it was even Sentinel, Chameleon. I didn't read it. I saw 75% and thought, yep, that seems about right. But anyways, we are done with these super mutants. So, no, not quite. Couldn't hear that guy. Okay, we are under Nerd Rage now, so have a peek of that damage. Doing, where is my weapon? 121 damage, which roughly equates to about 67-ish when we hit a target. So it's like we're only doing half of the damage that we ought to be doing, as described by the weapon card. But even then, 60 damage with a rate of fire of this, that's fucking powerful. So great changes here. The trouble is with that, and I was talking about this before, but now I've actually experienced and lived through it. All of the I've been trying to get spawns at this place for like 20 minutes now, and I rock up, they're either not there, or just the place is covered in goo piles like you saw a little bit earlier with the ghouls. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's because these weapons are super viable now that people actually want to use them, and I guess all of the fucking hardcore farmers of this area who do nothing but server jump and farm this place all day. How fucking boring is that? Just a side note. Well, they've been around, they've had fun ruining spawns for everyone else, but again, it's on Bethesda to fix. Like, I'm not going to get mad at other players for just playing the game with the weapons that are actually good, all power to them, they can fucking do it. But Bethesda, I'm getting mad at them because we're 13 patches in at this point and nothing has been said about the goo piles, nothing is happening about this fucking barrel spin-up glitch either. I just want it to fire, like, when I'm doing that. At least I can keep the barrel spinning as I'm walking around. That's got to be intimidating, right? Anyway, so I think I'm going to leave things off there. That there, Ultracite, Crippling, Anti-Armor, Gatling, Laser. Not necessarily in that order. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, I might be convinced to let it go. Hit me up if you want it. Thank you very much for watching, guys.